about leukemia. Leukemia is cancer of the body's blood-forming tissues, including the bone marrow and the lymphatic system. Many types of leukemia exist. Some forms of leukemia are more common in children. Other forms of leukemia occur mostly in adults. Leukemia usually involves the white blood cells. Your white blood cells are potent infection fighters. They normally grow and divide in an orderly way as your body needs them. But in people with leukemia, the bone marrow produces abnormal white blood cells which don't function properly. Treatment for leukemia can be complex depending on the type of leukemia and other factors, but there are strategies and resources that can help to make your treatment successful. Symptoms of leukemia. Leukemia symptoms vary depending on the types of leukemia. Common leukemia signs and symptoms include fever or chills, persistent fatigue, weakness, frequent or severe infections, losing weight without trying, swollen lymph nodes, enlarged liver or spleen, easy bleeding or bruising, recurrent nosebleeds, tiny red spot in your skin, excessive sweating, especially at night, bone pain or tenderness. How leukemia forms. In general, leukemia is thought to occur when some blood cells acquire mutations in their DNA, the instructions inside each cell that guide its actions. There may be other changes in the cells that have yet to be fully understood could contribute to leukemia. Certain abnormalities cause the cells to grow and divide more rapidly and to continue living when normal cells will die. Over time, these abnormal cells can crowd out healthy blood cells in the bone marrow, leading to fewer healthy white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets, causing the signs and symptoms of leukemia. How leukemia is classified. Doctors classify leukemia based on its speed of progression and the type of cells involved. The first type of classification is by how fast the leukemia progresses. Number 1. Acute leukemia. In acute leukemia, the abnormal blood cells are immature blood cells. They can't carry out their normal functions and they multiply rapidly, so the disease worsens quickly. Acute leukemia requires aggressive, timely treatment. Number 2. Chronic leukemia. There are many types of chronic leukemias. Some produce too many cells and some cause too few cells to be produced. Chronic leukemia involves more mature blood cells. These blood cells replicate or accumulate more slowly and can function normally for a period of time. Some forms of chronic leukemia initially produce no early symptoms and can go unnoticed or undiagnosed for years. The second type of classification is by type of white blood cell affected. Number 1. Lymphocytic leukemia. This type of leukemia affects the lymphoid cells, which form lymphoid or lymphatic tissue. Lymphatic tissue makes up your immune system. Number 2. Myelogenous leukemia. This type of leukemia affects the myeloid cells. Myeloid cells give rise to red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelet-producing cells. Types of leukemia. The major types of leukemia are: Number 1. Acute lymphocytic leukemia, which is the most common type of leukemia in young children, also occur in adults. Number 2. Acute myelogenous leukemia, which is a common type of leukemia, occurs in children and adults. Number 3. Chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Number 4. Chronic myelogenous leukemia. And number 5, other types, which includes hairy cell leukemia, myelodysplastic syndromes, and myeloproliferative disorders. Risk factors. Factors that may increase your risk of developing some types of leukemia include previous cancer treatment, genetic disorders such as Down syndrome, exposure to certain chemicals such as benzene, smoking, family history of leukemia. Test and diagnosis. Doctors may find chronic leukemia in a routine blood test before symptoms begins. If this happens, or if you have signs and symptoms that suggest leukemia, you may undergo the following diagnostic examination. Number 1. Physical examination, such as pale skin from anemia, swelling of your lymph nodes, and enlargement of your liver and spleen. Number 2. Blood test, where doctor determine if you have abnormal levels of white blood cells or platelets, which may suggest leukemia. Number 3, bone marrow test, where a sample of bone marrow from a hip bone is removed and sent to laboratory to look for leukemia cells. You may undergo additional tests to confirm the diagnosis and to determine the types of leukemia and its extent in your body. Certain types of leukemia are classified into stages, indicating the severity of the disease. Your leukemia's stage helps your doctor determine a treatment plan. Treatment and drugs. Treatment for your leukemia depends on many factors. Your doctor determines your leukemia treatment option based on your age and overall health, the type of leukemia you have, and whether it has spread to other parts of your body. Common treatments used to fight leukemia include chemotherapy, which is a major form of treatment for leukemia. This drug treatment uses chemicals to kill leukemia cells. Depending on the type of leukemia you have, you may receive a single drug or a combination of drugs. These drugs may come in a pill form or they may be injected directly into a vein. Then biological therapy. Biological therapy works by using treatments that help your immune system recognize and attack leukemia cells. Then targeted therapy. Targeted therapy uses drugs that attack specific vulnerabilities within your cancer cells. For example, the drug imatinib stops the action of a protein within the leukemia cells of people with the chronic myelogenous leukemia. This can help control the disease. And then radiation therapy, which uses X-rays or other high energy beams to damage leukemia cells and stop their growth. During radiation therapy, you lie on a table while a large machine moves around you, directing the radiation to precise points on your body. And then last, stem cell transplant. A stem cell transplant is a procedure to replace your diseased bone marrow with healthy bone marrow. Before a stem cell transplant, you receive high doses of chemotherapy or radiation therapy to destroy your diseased bone marrow. Then you receive an infusion of blood-forming stem cells that helps to rebuild your bone marrow. You may receive stem cells from a donor, or in some cases, you may be able to use your own stem cells. A stem cell transplant is very similar to a bone marrow transplant. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And if you have any queries, just comment down below. And for the further notification of the videos from the paramedical nurse, just turn on the bell notification. Thank you.